Dr. Sean here again with Dr. Jeremy. Today we're going to be going over some other movement assessments we haven't done yet. We're going to start with some passive wrist extension. So as you can see, our best friend is back. Our tape measure. Right? What Jeremy's going to do is he's going to start off with his shoulders depressed, which means shoulder blade back and down. His elbow is locked out. His fingers are touching the foot of the rig here. He's just going to slide his body forward so his shoulder touches the rig. Then Jeremy's going to back up a few inches and start coming towards the rig again. Make sure that shoulder's in the right position. We're looking for the heel of the hand to stay flat to the ground. And we're going to keep on inching that hand back. Now you can see right there that was a fail. Jeremy's hand lifted off the ground. So there's a few ways we can fail this test. One way is the heel lifts off the ground. The heel of the hand lifts off the ground. Another way would be that the fingers will actually start to curl up and you'll see Jeremy's fingers start to rise. Either one of those is going to be a fail. We want to see a flat palm to a flat floor. Shoulder touches the rig. Make sure that we're not bringing the arm out, which brings the shoulder closer, or removing the shoulder from depression, which also brings the shoulder closer. So shoulder back and down before you start, and then we're going to rock our hips straight forward, leaving the shoulder where it is. Okay, this is wrist extension. Good. Up next, Jeremy's going to stand up. Watch out for the bar over your head. We're going to go through one of our simplest tests. We call this test standing lumbo-pelvic flexion. All Jeremy's going to do, reach down to the ground, let yourself hang right there. Good. You see Jeremy's hanging, he's not reaching for the floor. He could add more range of motion to this if he wanted to. That's going to be the second part of this test. So first stand back up. Go ahead and just fall down to the floor. So Jeremy folds. I'm going to ask him what kind of a stretch are you feeling if I'm in the office with you. But when you're by yourself, you're going to notice what you're feeling. Are you feeling a stretch in your back? Is it stretching your hamstrings? Does it go down your calves? Is it on the outside of your calves? Do you feel it to your heels? We'll talk about what all these things mean, but really all we want you to feel is a mild stretch to the back of the hamstring and maybe the top 1/5 of the calf. So now we're done hanging, we're going to reach. Go ahead down, Jeremy, hang again, and now reach. Now when Jeremy reaches, that shouldn't change anything about our findings except intensifying the stimulus that you're having in the locations you were already feeling. Any pain or any movement of your symptoms is cause for you to fail in this test. Okay? Moving on, the next thing we use is testing elbow flexion ability and shoulder extension ability. So we're going to start with the elbow flexion. A lot of people complain, I have pain in the front rack. I can't put the barbell into the front rack. I must have stiff elbows or a stiff shoulder. Probably not. So Jeremy will show you a very simple elbow to shoulder test. So if you can touch your thumbs to the top of your shoulders, does that look like a good front rack position to you guys? He has plenty of flexion in his elbow. And just to demonstrate it even more, if we bring the arm overhead, you can go even further. Right? The elbow is not changed. So bring that arm back down. Up next, we're going to show you guys shoulder extension. So, Jeremy, the same exact thing, arms up in front of him. So you slide those elbows all the way back as far as you can. Try to get your thumb into your armpit. So right here, if you can get your thumb behind your pec, we're considering that a pass. If you can't, we're considering a bit of a fail. You might experience some trouble in the bottom of the front rack or burpees or getting out of the dip if you don't do this test well. This is a shoulder extension test. Okay? Last test we're going to have you guys do today is a chalked hands, foot to hand inchworm. Okay, so Jeremy's going to chalk his hands up real nice. Be aggressive. He's aggressive with the chalk. Get some on your face. Alright, so Jeremy's going to get down into a push-up position. The reason for the chalk is we can leave a mark on the ground. He's now going to walk himself up in an inchworm without bending his knees, trying to keep his back as straight as possible until he can no longer get his feet towards his hands and then stand up. Now we leave the chalk mark on the ground. Stay where you're at. We're going to take our tape measure and we're going to measure the distance from Jeremy's toe to the closest point of the chalk, which in this case will be about 10 inches. As we take you through your mobility and stability programming, we expect that number to get better, decrease.